Hello, my name is Ben Jewell. I'm with the Philadelphia Water Department, and I'm here with you all to present some information on the Water Department's existing processes for locating cross connections of sanitary sewage to the storm sewer system, and ask you to help us come up with new and innovative ways to improve on our existing procedures. Before we move on, just a little bit about myself. As I mentioned, my name is Ben. I am the manager of the Water Department's Collection System Operations Group. We're responsible for operation and maintenance of wastewater and stormwater collection systems throughout the city. So the first question you might be asking is, what is a cross connection? In the simplest terms, cross connection is any connection to the public sewer system that discharges sanitary sewage to a separate storm sewer system. In the picture below, you can see here what we consider to be a full cross. This is where stormwater drainage from a private property is directed into the sanitary sewer system, and sanitary drainage from that same property is directed to the storm sewer system. This is just one kind of cross connection that we encounter in the field, and we'll move on to show you a couple other types. The next image you can see is what we call a dual connection. In this configuration, you can see that the house's sanitary drainage and the stormwater drainage are both connected to the same lateral and both directed to the separate storm sewer system. Now you can see a third kind of cross connection. This is actually where sanitary drainage and stormwater drainage are plumbed appropriately and both connected to the sanitary or storm sewers, but due to defects in one or both of these connections, sanitary sewage actually migrates through the ground and enters the storm sewer system through a defect in that piping. These three examples of cross connections are not necessarily the only opportunities for sanitary sewage to reach the storm sewer system. As you all know, everyone's house is full of plumbing, and all of that plumbing provides plenty of opportunities for cross connections to be made within an individual's property as well. As we move forward in this presentation, you'll see some ways in which we try to locate and identify all these types of cross connections. Now you might be wondering, why do we care about cross connections? As you see below, here are a couple reasons. First, and perhaps the cruelest of all, we're required to. As permitted operators of a public separate storm sewer system, the Water Department as well as other public utilities are required to seek out, identify, and have fixed these cross connections that discharge sanitary sewage to our storm sewer system and the downstream rivers and streams. As you also likely know, those rivers and streams are the sources of drinking water for the residents in our cities. Any sewage that enters the storm sewer system ends up back in that drinking water source. And thirdly, protections to environmental health and safety. As we know, people recreate, swim, fish in these streams, there's wildlife, and these discharges of sewage have negative impacts on the health of the streams and the safety of people. Based on our figures, it's estimated approximately 80 to 100 gallons of sanitary wastewater is generated per person per day. If you think about an average home with 3.5 people in it, you can do the math very quickly. It's a significant amount of waste that can be discharged just from a single home into our separate storm sewer system and into our streams. And this is why it's so important that we have effective and efficient ways of locating these cross connections so we can identify them for repair. So now for the heart of the matter, the challenges in locating these cross connections. From our past experience, we know that approximately 2% of connections to the storm sewer system are crossed sanitary connections. Our separate storm sewer system covers an area of approximately 40 miles, contains about 750 miles of sewers, discharging at 434 separate outfalls, and serving approximately 100,000 properties. So in effect, we are out there looking for that proverbial needle in a haystack, except our haystack is underground.